Well, a very good morning, YouTube land. Back at Luton, and we're back in the fog. What can you do about it? We're going to try and put a show together, since we had to cancel the last one outright. At the moment, that's what we're dealing with. That was an EasyJet, honest. Diving straight into the chat then for those early risers on this very ethereal Sunday morning. In Cathay Retro, dropped a like and a hello before we went live. Chinook's in the house. Very good morning, afternoon, evening to you. Hope you're well. John T checking in from Oman. But it's not foggy there today, is it? Ashley checking in from across the pond in the US. Good morning. I wish I had a little bit more to show you, but alas, here we are. Couldn't cancel 2 in a row, could I? And Anoop from here in foggy old Luton. Do you know the really irritating thing is it's only Luton that has fog. So my journey is about 30-35 minutes, 20 odd miles, and everywhere else is clear as a bell. When I got up this morning and looked out the window, I was like, yes, we're going to be able to do something today. And as soon as you get towards Luton town, it all goes wrong. Fingers crossed it lifts at some point, but we're going to stick it out for a bit this morning. Mark Abraham, very good morning to you, also in Luton. Ashley confirming down in New Orleans. Very nice too. Terry Stapley, very good morning to you. Well, we'll see what we can do this morning, but it's not looking clever. Something's coming in. See when we actually see it. So quite often, especially when we're at Heathrow, we have to concentrate on either arrivals or departures. I think for at least the early part this morning, we're going to concentrate on stuff we can actually see, which is mostly going to be on the ground or very near to it. Airside Media giving us a meta update, thank you. So we are looking at EasyJet flight 2451. This one's an A320neo heading off to Faro. We'll see it for about 40 seconds in total once it starts its takeoff run. We have an absolute raft of departures in the queue. Lots of EasyJets in there. In fact, I think they're all EasyJet. Almost a takeoff that time. Eurovision livery for this latest EasyJet. just about to turn onto the runway for departure to Agadir. This one is flight 2621. It's an A320neo. It's going to go full length, which means we probably won't see it at the end of the runway. 7-year-old airframe, this one. So watch this one backtracking. Number 2 to depart. EasyJet 2629. Short flight to Belfast. Pranik Gurgel, very good morning to you. Hope you're well. Stan Lights Planes, welcome. Yeah, foggy it most certainly is. Awesome milestone for our legendary member Ian Finley, celebrating 17 months in the Heathrow Live VIP lounge. Awesome ongoing support. Thank you, Ian. Paul's Hijinks, very good morning to you. Hope you're well. That's mucky. Genevieve, welcome back. Checking in from Wilmington, Ohio. Hope you're well. Mika, very good morning to you. What a mucky old morning we've got here. Of course, with your host Jay being ever the optimist, knowing how clear it is literally absolutely everywhere else apart from where we are. I have a good feeling we will get some clearer weather as the show ticks by. Might live to regret those words. So ready for Belfast, EasyJet 2629, number 2 to depart behind. Another short flight down to Jersey for EasyJet flight 2639. That one our first A319 of today's show. When we're out and about in these conditions, it just fills me with dread what the view from the cockpit would be like on a morning like today. Just driving into a blanket of grey, hoping everything is clear and the ops vehicles have done their job. Wouldn't see a thing, would you? Mark Abraham, yep. Small mercies and all that. It's definitely getting worse though. You can see these planes as they were lining up earlier. Maybe we're just weathering the worst of it. There is a bit of wind around, which is a good thing. I think it's safe to say we're not going to get a sunrise shot this morning of any description. Stanlights planes, yep. Feel free to do call-outs. Always nice to have that extra information for those in the chat. Blake Sturgeon, good morning to you. We're looking at EasyJet 2555. This one, a much nicer flight. Off to Turkey, Antalya the destination. A320neo. Oh, I just long for warm, clear weather when we're out on days like today. And this is exactly why the LHRLive family try and get away a couple of times over winter. Split it all up. Super depressing conditions. I'm sure there's people out there that love fog, mist, wet. We've had so much rain the last few days as well. Around where we live, it's resembling a floodplain at the moment. A whiz on short finals. I'll take Ian's word for it. Lovely howl from those Neo engines as they're touching down in the soup. I'll tell you what though, if it does clear up a bit, we'll get some nice wet runway action, won't we? It's a tongue twister for early in the morning. Wet runway. Sergio Costa, very good morning to you. So we're now looking at EasyJet flight 2459. This one an A320neo. Destination is Lisbon. Number 2 to depart. You might have seen it in the background. Our first Wizz Air proper departure. Off to Vilnius. That is flight 1902 A321neo. Blake, the standard procedure is once at Luton, once at London Heathrow. Weather has caused us a few issues on and off over this winter, not least this morning. I mean, this has to be, of all the weather you could have, the worst. Because if it was snowing heavily, although you'd have to wrap everything up, it would still be nice visual. Rain, pretty much the same. You get that nice wet runway views. We'd always take the sunshine, of course, but fog, what can you say? Everyone's favourite plane. Ian saying the A330. For me, it'll be the A350. Mark Abram coming in with the Queen. Oh, and a vote for the MD-11. Won't be seeing them for too much longer by the looks of it. Mark Abram, a very good morning to you. Kieran and Max, welcome. All these locals will know the conditions we faced this morning are far from unusual here at Luton. The airport is propped atop a hill. There's quite a lot of water around. We've got Luton Hoo down in the valley, lots of lakes, which obviously create the fog, which creeps up the hill and sits on top with us. And away. Keep looking to the left there after we've had a departure to see if they become visible further up in the sky, to see how thick this fog is and how much it extends from ground level. Not seeing anything at the moment. Was there backtracking? This one, the generally heavy flight off to Tel Aviv. Yeah, we're in challenging times with the weather. It is what it is. But that is the hope, isn't it? With it being very isolated to Luton and and the narrowly surrounding areas, there's every chance this breeze will blow it away. Kieran Mags, awesome support. £10 super chat. Much appreciated, thank you. Ian Stewart Aviation, very good morning to you. Hope you're well. Hope life's treating you well up in that penthouse. We're looking at EasyJet flight 5303. This one will be heading off to Oman. Quite a noisy taxi from an EasyJet behind. That one, flight 2359. Destination Lanzarote. Oh, if only. Looks like joining the back of the queue we have a Bombardier 7500. Global Jet Luxembourg. That one heading off to Toluca. You never know with that private creeping close to the runway for a departure. We might even see a plane with wheels off the ground this morning. You never know. Noisy EasyJet off to Lanzarote, a little bit early for departure, positioning itself in the engine test bay, aka naughty step. If you've just joined us, a very good morning to you. Hope you're having a great weekend. You join us at a very foggy Luton airport. Apologies for the conditions. Not a lot we can do about it though. Let's see if this global can give us a nice early rotation. We need them this morning, don't we?
Developer 441, we can radar up to current, low visibility to begin high force, current Aviation or 1500. Express less than 5 minutes. That is 571 with you, speed 180 knots.
180 degrees, 5 knots, bearing 10230, shift station.
Delta 441, descend by the 100. TV39 Quebec Mike, stand right in 190 degrees.
Bit of a shame we're not on reverse ops really, because then we definitely would see all these planes rotating due to our position along the runway. Full length departure then for the Global Jet Luxembourg, ready to roll. Sort of. You're looking at EasyJet flight 2431. This one an A320-200 off to Lyon. So he's safely letting us know where Toluca is. I was going to ask actually. All the way over in Mexico. That's a nice way to get there though, isn't it? Probably a nice little buffet served en route. That feels to me like we could see that just a little bit longer than we could have a while ago. So, the optimist in me is peaked. Just going to see if we need to wipe the lens. That made all the difference. People who know where we are will know what that noise means. Leaving the bumper behind. Ouch. Very good morning to Jan, checking in from Brittany. Now there's an area of France that gets some weather. What's the weather like in Brittany this morning? Everything holding for an arrival. That one being Wizz Air Flight 1001 in from Katowice. Mika says minus 18. Yeah, you can keep that, Mika. It's actually quite mild here. Plus figures again, just about, I think, this morning. Minus 18. Just think about that, folks. Ooh. The amateur pilot in me says that EasyJet could easily have got out and gone. What do I know? We've seen it before, many times here at Luton. Nice. Definitely a bit more to see with the arrivals than the departures as it stands, but that looked to me like we're getting a little bit more visibility down the runway. Daniel Slack, very good morning. Brian shut. No real issues with operations due to the fog here. They're still moving regularly. Probably a bit more separation for those on approach than you would normally have. Clearance for takeoff then for this EasyJet off to Lanzarote. Number 2 to depart, another EasyJet, flight 2539 to Geneva.
runway 25, 190 degrees, 6 knots bearing, 120, 230, clear to land.
Clearance to land for our next arrival. That is EasyJet flight 2301 inbound from Edinburgh.
Right turn heading 235. Good Walker 441, turn right heading 170 degrees, turn to off 23000 180 6 knots bearing 108
Mike Lopez, very good morning to you. Welcome along. You join us from a very foggy Luton airport. For those that live far and wide, Luton is a smallish town, commuter town really, about 30 miles north of London. Whatever increase in visibility I thought I saw was very short-lived. We're not quite at Stansted levels. Anyone that follows our channel will probably have seen that very interesting, if ill-fated, Stansted show in the fog. On that one, you couldn't even see the runway in the end. Garden Railway, Heather Miller, good morning to you both. Amsterdam destination for this latest EasyJet departure. Look at the speed of this Ryanair taxi. If I can even catch up with it. Like it's beginning a takeoff roll. Good old Ryanair. The Wizz Air on screens will be heading off to Cluj. Holding for the latest arrival, which is a company A321-200 in from Suceava. Yes, beautifully mucky arrival. Picking up all that moisture off the runway. One in, one out then for Wizz Air. Mr. S. Anonymous, yes. Never a truer word was spoken. I was talking about it earlier. No fog anywhere but this town. Excuse me as I lose my voice. Yeah, beautifully clear conditions when I left the house this morning and for 99% of the journey here. Cedric, very good morning to you. Welcome along. Beautifully noisy departure. Angry sounding CEO engines. So the Ryanair on screens now, fresh from its F1 style taxi to the runway. It's flight 331. We'll be heading off to Dublin. It's a 737 MAX 8. Definitely lots more separation than we would be used to seeing here at Luton. Ryanair holding for a Wizz Air in from Aviation. It is still a little way out over the countryside in Hertfordshire. So they're definitely being more cautious due to the weather conditions. Yeah, that is way worse than it was, isn't it? See those threshold lights quite clearly a little while ago. Mark Abraham, yeah, came from north of Luton. And yeah, it's literally probably half a mile from junction 10. And it just got steadily worse. Ryan Verstappen. Very good. They like to throw their planes around, don't they, Ryanair? Brian, it's anyone's guess. I've been here before where the fog has crept in and gone away again quite quickly. It's pretty thick this morning. I need the wind to pick up a bit more. As if things weren't bad enough with the reduced visibility, Wizz Air sending a ghosty. Terry Stapley, no, I don't think we're expecting any cargo movements today. Off to Dublin then for this Ryanair MAX 8. It's getting difficult to even see them in the queue now. Number 2 is a Wizz Air, flight 3502. Destination is Timisoara. Crazy fog. That's always there. Holding for the next arrival. Whilst we're waiting for the next arrival, we'll check the lens isn't fogged. Byron, yeah, there's a just off the threshold of the runway to our left, down in the valley, there's a what used to be a big country house and lots of grounds, quite a lot of lakes at this end of it. So the inbound is Wizz Air flight 3001. It's an A321-200. 3 hours and 12 minutes in the air from Bucharest. Angry Angel checking in from Munich. Hope you're well. You join us from a very fogged out Luton airport. It just hasn't improved since we went live. In fact, at times it's got worse. You can see how much it's fluctuating, because for the last arrival we could hardly see those threshold lights. Now they're nice and clear. Just need the wind to pick up a little bit more, blow it all away. Laurie, good morning to you. If we had just a little bit of sunshine over the fog, that reverser spray would look awesome. Yeah, as crazy as it sounds, the show that we cancelled from here recently, it's hard to believe the fog was worse than it is now. But it definitely was. You couldn't see beyond the perimeter fence, really. But it's days like this that keep you longing for those long, warm summer days. Clocks have changed and it doesn't get dark till 10 at night. That's what we live for. J-Ro, very good morning to you. Hope you're well. Laurie checking in from Montana. Very nice. The EasyJet on screen, lining up now. Heading up to Scotland. Destination is Glasgow. It's one an A320-200. Neo even. Should have known from those big gulpy engines. Got a Wizz Air sitting in the naughty spot. Too early for departure to Sharm. Hey. First plane wheels off on departure that we've seen. Yay! There's our early Sharm Wizz Air. Just love head-on shots of aircraft. Not quite head-on for that one, but awesome nonetheless. That's an A321neo. Just 1 year old. Looking nice and clean. Next arrival is Wizz Air flight 6001, inbound from Rome. Ooh, quite a bit of wind in the air now. Come on. Let's blow this fog out the way. Just that little bit of a stiffer breeze that we had has opened things up quite a bit, so I remain optimistic. Next arrival is just turning on to pick up the ILS. It's Wizz Air flight 1601 in from Gdansk. Stan lights planes, yeah, that gives a good indication of the difference in weather conditions in built-up areas versus rural countryside. Both Luton and Stansted are buried in very rural fields, trees, rolling hills up here. And the conditions reflect that, definitely. Take care, Laurie. Day releases. Oh dear. Chinook doing an awesome job this morning. Great moderator. Thank you for your Fog closing in, reducing visibility once again. Definitely is a strong correlation between how strong the breeze is and what you can see, understandably. All these people name checking airports where you can see stuff. Stop teasing me. Got to take the rough with the smooth. Chinook celebrating 12 months in our VIP lounge as a paying member. Awesome support. And of course, a great moderator as well. Thank you, Chinook. Blake, we haven't been to Edinburgh. We have been up in Scotland. But it's on the list for when we get some nicer weather. Probably looking at summertime for a couple of Edinburgh shows. My youngest is going to be up that way doing a summer camp at one of the universities, so it's a good excuse to get up there, spend a week up in Scotland. Brian, thank you for your feedback. Of course, it's always nicer when you can see what's actually going on. The weather has put pay to that so far this morning. So the Sharm Wizz Air still waits, crossing its path. Wizz Air off to Craiova. That's flight 3752, making its way towards the runway. I can actually see that latest arrival taxiing at the far side of the airfield, so I'm having one of those moments where there's a bit more visibility, at least to one side. Haven't managed to get any view of the tower so far today. Just about see the bottom half of it. Current conditions. That'll be it there. Not much to see for those working in the tower this morning. And whilst we're looking at the tower, very good morning to the operators up there, doing a great job in these challenging conditions. Still no visibility as that plane climbed out. Sky Squad TV in the house. Very good morning to you, Sean. The scenes you're looking at will be very familiar, won't they? Hope you will, Sean. Jonathan Storsfed, very good morning. Ian Finlay, yeah, it could well be the case. What I'm not seeing, though, is any of these departures becoming visible as they climb. That could well be because there's fog in the way of our position, low down still. But yeah. Another Wizz Air about to photobomb our Charm view at the moment. That is flight 2202. Taxi in for departure to Budapest. Poor old Charm flight, still sat waiting. She's on the move. God, I love those blacked out windows. Looks so cool, especially on a white fuselage. Having said that though, it looks very good on the KLM Neos that they've recently acquired. Black with the blue. Ready for departure to Budapest. Paul Hilbert, very good morning to you. Crazy how quickly the conditions change here. That's where we could see the base of the tower at one point a few minutes ago. Thankfully it's not just closing in. We do get those moments of a bit more visibility. It's all relative, isn't it? Overall, it's just messy. Okay, I'm literally 5 minutes from our position here. And see some blue sky. Wow, here's hoping. Vampire, good morning to you. Hope you're well. Secret machine, yep. Very foggy here this morning. We're hoping it's going to lift. And a very warm welcome to the VIP Lounge, Paul Hilbert. Lots and lots of people gifted memberships over our last few shows, so it would be impossible for me to tell you who gifted your one, but you're welcome nonetheless. Is there making its way out from the gate? It's flight 2002. It's an Airbus A321neo. Destination is Krakow. Vampire, yep, doing well, thank you. Would have liked some more favourable conditions for this morning, but we get what we get in the winter, don't we? Still nice to be back at Luton. Mason says, I'm on that flight. Yeah, we definitely wouldn't have seen this one in the position it's in now 10 minutes ago, would we? Got a nice constant breeze, so come on, let's have some of that blue sky, Mark, or just a little bit. Wow, you could even see all the way down to the cargo apron there. Feels like it's brightening up as well. Come on. Well, I can't quite see any blue yet, but it's looking decidedly clear now, isn't it? Let's not jinx it. That was a little bit better, wasn't it? Cloaking device activated. There's a tower, look. Hello, everybody. So what's coming up then? We've got an EasyJet around the back far side of the terminal. That'll be heading off to Geneva. Just push back, that's an A319. We've got this pesky little, what is it? Global 5000, a NetJet's corporate jet that keeps putting its locator on and then transponder on and off. That's listed as going to Stockholm, so we'll see if we get to see that one or not. Nothing showing us on approach at the moment. But at least we can see the airport. Lots of Wizz Airs at their various different stands. Looks like the rear end of an EasyJet parked over between Harrods and DHL. Nothing immediately obvious at the signature side. Stan likes planes, no problem at all. Angry Angel, yeah. We've had this throughout the morning, where you get a bit of better visibility for a few minutes and then it kicks back in again, but we can definitely see a lot further than we could. So fingers crossed that continues. Edward George, we're on top of a hill at Luton Airport. Lots of water around, so lots of fog this morning, unfortunately. Geneva bound EasyJet holding as we have this nice big Wizz Air A321neo pushing back also. She'll be heading off to Warsaw. We also have a Ryanair that's going to be showing itself from left of the tower. That one, a 737-800, will be heading off to Krakow. Good morning, Angelina. She has arisen. I bet it's bright sunshine at home, isn't it? You'd have seen this half an hour ago. Well, you wouldn't. You'd have just seen grey. Brian, yeah, it's a difficult one because there's lots of EasyJet operations down at Gatwick. The headquarters is still here at Luton. All the administrative stuff. They've still got a big old building over the back of the terminal here. But they're given a good run for their money these days by Wizz Air. And there we go, confirmation. Bright sunshine. Just half an hour up the road. I knew it. This pesky airport. We love it. EasyJet taking the parallel taxiway to get past the pushing back Wizz Air. Yet another backtrack. Ryanair showing itself. Not quite the F1 status of the earlier one we saw taxiing. Ready for departure then. EasyJet flight 2553 off to Geneva. Ian Stewart, a classic. Well, that's a whole lot better, isn't it? The airport's come alive again. Lots of planes moving. Definitely loving these full-length departures this morning, aren't they? I wonder if this little private will jump out ahead of the Ryanair. It's got some taxiway to make up. Yeah, but George, that's some misty morning, even at 9 AM in London. Magical weather. People should grab a coffee or tea near a bonfire. Oh, I don't know about that. I did buy a nice fire pit for the winter. Haven't actually used it. That'll be for those early spring evenings once the clocks change and we get a bit more light in the evening and it's still quite cold. Sit around that fire pit. Ian Stewart, no, there's a few cars up here. There was someone here before even I got here this morning. Fair play to them. It's still pretty muggy here at Luton, but we're seeing some takeoffs, so thankful for the improvement in visibility. So this is the NetJets Global 5000 that's been pinging for absolutely ages, ready for departure to Stockholm. Ryan, yeah, we cover Heathrow very regularly. We do Stansted, Gatwick. We've been out west to Bristol, which is Sean's neck of the woods now. And we've covered Manchester before. We also get abroad when we can. We've done shows in Lanzarote and down in Madeira. Got some European shows lined up for the end of April this year. So yeah, we do try and move around where we can. But Luton and Heathrow are our staple weekly shows. Leanna, very good morning to you. Hope you're well. And May checking in from Tasmania. Good morning. Stan likes planes. Take care, buddy. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Sure we'll catch you on another show. Abs official, very good morning to you. Jet 2 A321 off to Fuerteventura. Your dad will be on that, taking off at 9:35. Well, we'll be here. Ian Stewart, what an amazing trip that will be. Off to Anchorage. You have to pick your time of year there, don't you? I did look on, is the website called Planespotters? Or Spotter Guide, that's the one. I looked at Anchorage and they give you all the information you need, including the spots to go to. They said, make sure you take a gun in case the bears come along. We're looking at Wizz Air flight 1002, destination Katowice for this A321neo. Number 2 to depart, Ryanair 737-800 off to Vilnius. Nice little 2E737 making its way out as well. Nice to mix up the liveries a little bit. Yet another backtrack. Do like the 2E livery. Nothing crazy, but nice and colourful. That's the ghosty Wizz Air that we saw coming earlier. Sort of saw coming earlier. That'll be heading off to Iashi. Quick lens check. And away she goes. No backtrack for this one. EasyJet flight 2302. Destination is Edinburgh for this A320-200. The TUI that we saw taxiing is number 2 to depart. Should be off to Lanzarote. I do fancy being a bear's lunch. Rather you than me, Ian. I've seen some footage from that seaplane port as well. That's quite cool. And of course there's the airbase next door as well, isn't there? Good grief, another backtrack. That taxiway extension can't come quick enough. Looks like our next arrival will be a Platoon Aviation PC-24. That one coming in from Paris. This is Ryanair flight 842. It's a 737 MAX 8. Destination is Kerry. Number 2 to depart is the Wizz Air Ghosty off to Iashi. PC-24 from Platoon Aviation. Here's our next movement. That's arriving from Paris. The Wizz Air Ghosty holding for that one to arrive. Lorraine, very good morning to you. Hope you're well. You did well to join us when you have, because visibility is just becoming a thing. It wasn't for a long time. Super quiet PC24 touching down. Regular visitor, that one. Recognise that livery. JP Mac, very good morning to you. Simon Martin, welcome. Fog closing in once again here at Luton. Get those little windows of reasonable visibility. Not lasting very long, unfortunately. We're looking at EasyJet flight 2661. It's an A319, and she's heading off to Prague. Nothing immediately on approach, so the EasyJet will be holding to get the cabin ready before departure. Lorraine, yeah, it's kind of frustrating. Obviously we cancelled our last attempt here at Luton. It was a lot foggier last time we were here. Hard to believe, I'm sure. But when I woke up, it was absolutely pin sharp clear back home, and still is. Angelina let us know very kindly in the chat that what we're experiencing here isn't anywhere else really, apart from Stansted, of course. It's just the conditions are perfect up here, aren't they, on top of the hill for this foggy weather that's pestering us at this time of the year. I was saying earlier, what we need to do is just concentrate on the fact that in just a few months we'll be into that late spring, early summer, long days, warm temperatures, stable weather conditions. And we can look back on this and have a little chuckle. Leo, good morning to you. Lewis Lee, welcome along. Werner Ryman, good to have you with us. Super foggy conditions here this morning. There's been a bit of a medical issue over at the terminal. The latest departure is another backtracker. We're looking at number 2. Jack's Train Adventures, good morning to you. Lizzie Sab in the house. Hope you're well. Foggy Sunday. It is what it is. Okay, the backtracking Wizz Air is just about ready for departure. It's an A321neo off to Gdansk. All Wizz Air movements just for now. This one, we've got a number 2, we've got a third one joining the taxiway to the runway. We're looking at Wizz Air flight 3002. Destination is Bucharest for this A321-200. Lots of plane spotters up here at the official observation point now. Always busy at the weekends. João Vieira, very good morning to you. No idea about what's happening down at Gatwick, unfortunately. Lovely noisy engines on spool up there from that latest Wizz Air departure. Rome is the destination for this latest Wizz Air A321. Sporting the lovely bandit mask on the cockpit windows. Just wait for this one to roll. Number 2 to depart. Just has the normal cockpit. What do you prefer? I'm firmly in the bandit mask camp. Not the sort of thing you expect to be saying on a live stream from an airport is, I wonder if we'll see any departing aircraft with their gear up. It's looking decidedly unlikely at the moment. Right, so we've got this Wizz backtracking, the Ryanair lurking. Is it going to push forward? Take that spot? No. So the backtracking Wizz is off to Sequeva. The Ryanair we're looking at. Destination is Bologna. It's a 737 MAX 8. This particular aircraft just 3 years old. next arrival will be EasyJet flight 2640. It's an A319 coming in from Jersey. That's just on the downwind at the moment. A few minutes out. Ryanair not ready for takeoff just yet. We have the Fuerteventura bound Jet 2 just pushing back from stand. Now, who was that in the chat? Whose dad's on board? I'm sure they'll remind me. Bad Monkey checking in from the US of A. Good morning to you. Sneaky arrival. Not on radar for me, but we'll take it. Plain looking private jet, big flaps. Not the most stable approach there, was it either? What wind there is crosswind, so makes sense, doesn't it? See from the windsock there, left to right for the arriving and departing aircraft, as well as the Jet 2. Also showing on flight radar is a NetJet's Cessna Citation. That one will be heading off to Tenerife. Jersey inbound EasyJet is now on finals. See that one shortly. Jet 2 still to show its face. It's amazing just how far away from the airfield these turn on to final approach. The EasyJet would have picked up the ILS way beyond Stevenage, which is a town way off to our right hand side. Empty horseshoe gates now. That was full of Wizz Airs not very long ago. Shows how quickly they get the planes turned around and back out. Abs official, that was the one. Abs's dad is on board this Jet 2 off to sunny Fuerteventura. Very nice. Tracy Powell, good morning to you. Nice easy arrival for the EasyJet. Love those clamshell reversers. Almost missed her, didn't I? It's because I was saying how far away she was. Another departure not quite ready to go. About to turn on to finals. Our next arrival will be EasyJet flight 2536. She's coming in from Geneva on an A320neo. The PC-24 from Platoon Aviation that we saw coming in a bit earlier, showing us heading off to Zurich. We'll see if we catch that one. As if things weren't mucky enough already, we've got a little bit of rain in the air. Of course we have. Another one not on radar, trying to catch me out. Have to do better than that. Looking nice and clean. Jet 2 holidays. Ready for departure to the Canary Islands. Have a great flight. Abs' dad. Ian, thanks for the update. Off to sunnier climes. Lizzie, you'd think so, wouldn't you? The Geneva inbound is very close now, so let's make sure we don't miss that one. Just 1 hour 16 minutes of flight time for this latest arrival. odd weather here at Luton. We had all that heavy fog for the first part. Now a bit drizzly, but much more visibility. No chance of sunshine at the moment. You can see where it should be. Terry once again coming good with the info on that latest private arrival that wasn't showing for me. Thank you, Terry. Another one coming in hot. Very little in the way of reverser action from that EasyJet. Runway inspection in progress. Those little pickups look tiny in amongst the airport estate. Amsterdam originating airport for this latest EasyJet A320 arrival. That was better, wasn't it? Lots of runway spray being picked up by the reversers in action. Beautiful. Ooh, gone too far. There we go. Off to Hurghada The latest EasyJet departure is flight 2613. It's an A320neo. About to be photobombed by yet another corporate jet from the signature terminal. Next arrival is LL in from Tel Aviv. It's a 737-800. Darren Meredith, very good morning to you. The weather is horrible. I've been trying not to moan about it all morning. Try and make the best of it. Just keep in the back of the mind, it will soon be spring. Leslie, it will take a bit more than 1 or 2 jets to dry this runway. Super mucky morning. Pretty plain livery on this one. This will probably hold for the LL to touch down in front of us. Number 2 to land. EasyJet flight 2630 in from Belfast. Some nice ribbons on the approaching 737. Very nice. LL putting on a bit of a show there. Nice floaty touchdown. Lots of reverser spray. And of course those ribbons. Hey, there we go. Finally got a wheels up shot. It's only taken 2 hours 41 minutes. Perseverance, eh? What a great departure from that private jet. Darren Meredith rubbing it in. I live in Thailand, clear skies, 35 degrees. We can but wish. Ian Stewart, I would take the snow, so long as you could still get to the airport. Don't mind the snow. I've watched a couple of really snowy US streams recently. Great visuals. JS Joshy, very good morning to you. There's that little PC-24 we saw before. All action here, the Hurghada EasyJet on the move. Another just about to touch down. Just a little sprinkle of reversal on that latest arrival. Do like that newer LL livery, especially in bright sunshine. None of that today. Funky design on this PC-24. It's always nice when there's a bit of effort put into the design, rather than just a swish here or a whoosh there. Technical terms, you'll know. Being hunted down by the much bigger EasyJet Airbus. Look at that, we can actually see background now. Vastly improved conditions. GeForce Visuals checking in from LA. Very good morning to you. Welcome along. Jag in the house. Jag, it's great to have you back with us. Hope you're doing well out there in Texas. Let's see how this little pocket rocket does then. Had a nice early rotation from the last private departure. This is Platoon Aviation PC-24, heading off to Zurich. Backtracking EasyJet A320neo. This is the Hurghada departure. Oh, I can see some blue. It's a tiny bit, but I can see it. Wonder if it'll get picked up on camera. Yeah, look, that's blue, isn't it? We're going to count that as blue. Bit at blue. See an Alliance Executive Jets PC-12 with that nice big prop on the front pinging over at Harrods, so fingers crossed that one comes out. We do love a bit of prop action here at LHRLive. Ready to rock then. Luton to sunny Egypt. To get a move on, because we've got a NetJets Challenger 650 on short finals. That one a very short trip, 24 minutes to come down from Manchester. quite as close as I thought it was, the latest arrival. Should see it poke through the cloud very soon. Well, let's see if we can see this PC-12. Hey, there she is. If you remember, get those prop emojis going in the chat. Lots of love for the prop. Timothy Weston, very good morning to you. Hope you're well. Great to have you back with us. Airside media, yeah. Replaced by low cloud and mist. Right, we'll come back to the cheeky little prop in a moment. Very nice. 25 minutes or so, Manchester to here at Luton. Sure beats getting there in the car, doesn't it? 2.5 to 3 hours. Off to Tenerife for this Cessna Citation latitude. See how quickly she gets up into the air. Lorraine Wolves celebrating 17 months of awesome VIP lounge membership. And of course, our moderator in chief. Excellent support, Lorraine, as always. Looking forward to hearing that PC-12 prop winding up for departure, number 2. Visibility way better. If you've just joined us or you joined us fairly late for today's show, definitely worth a brief look back at the conditions we started in and endured, it has to be said, for the first part. Off to Chambéry. Yes. Love that sound. Man, that sounded good. What have we got then? Wizz Air on approach. Flight 4551. That one's coming in from Larnaca. A321-200. Another membership milestone. Terry Stapley celebrating 2 months in the VIP lounge. Great to have you on board with us, Terry. Always lots of activity around the LL when it's on the ground here at Luton. The airline have their own security personnel out on the apron. So it doesn't look like we've got too much more occurring after this arrival. So I think we'll make this the last catch of today's show. Wizz in from Larnaca. See if we get some nice ribbon action to finish. Awesome spray for our last catch of today's show. Absolutely brilliant. Glad that the weather started to play ball for at least some of today's show. Folks, it's been a pleasure to bring you another Luton show, even though the conditions were somewhat adverse. Just great to be back out bringing you some live action from this awesome little international airport. Next up will be Heathrow. If you want to follow our aviation antics, hit that subscribe button. And if you didn't hit the like button yet for today's show, there's still time to do so. It does help share the stream with other people across YouTube. Thank you so much for the super chat. Big thanks to all our members for their continued support. And of course to our mod team, Chinook, Lizzie and Lorraine. Always doing an awesome job. Particularly Chinook early on this morning. Thank you. We're always grateful for the work you put in for our channel. With that, I'm going to bid you adieu. Take care, folks. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll catch you on the next one.